What is up, everybody? This is NerdingOutSports, and today I'm going to be talking about Markus Golden. And the big question, will he sign the tender and return to the New York Giants in 2020? Back in April, the Giants used the very rarely used May 5th tag on Markus Golden. Basically, he could still sign anywhere he wanted, but if he did not sign with another team by July 22nd, which was yesterday, the deadline was at 4 p.m., he would return to the Giants if he signs the tender for about $4.1 million, which is a 110% increase from his salary in 2019. Obviously, the Giants signed him for very little last year because he was coming off of a bad year in 2018 because he was hurt in 2017. So he only played about, I believe, 14 or 15 games in the 2-year span with the Arizona Cardinals. So he was on that prove-it deal, and that's exactly what he did. He had 10 sacks, which was the most on the team. First Giant since Jason Pierre-Paul to have double-digit sacks in a season, and he was very good. You can argue he was the second or third best defensive player on the team in general. And in his mind, that was going to get him a nice big contract in the offseason. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So I kind of have to look at it from two different standpoints, from the team and from the player. From the Giants' standpoint, they had nothing to lose by using this tag on Golden. You paid virtually nothing for him to get him last year. He turned out to be very good, better than anyone could have thought. So if you use this tag and you get him back, you're still paying him nothing close to his market value. So again, Giants had nothing to lose. And if they didn't get him back, oh well, he'll go elsewhere and they'll get a comp pick next year. So they had nothing to lose, and they ended up having everything to gain, and they got him back for now. They at least have his rights back for if he does sign for very, very cheap compared to his market value. So from the Giant standpoint, it's a 8+ move, and it's a giant victory for the team. Now, from Golden's standpoint, you have to think he's somewhat upset because going into the offseason, Sport Track had his market value at $13.5 million. I'll put it up on the screen right now. And even if his asking price was not that exact same number, even if his asking price was around $11 million, teams obviously weren't offering that. Then this tag gets placed on him, and even if his asking price came down to, let's say, 7 or 8 million, teams were still not offering that. So it means even after his price eventually would drop a tad, no one was offering him. Apparently, it seems like nobody would offer him more than 4.1 million. So now it almost feels like he's forced to sign this tender with the Giants. Because if he does not sign the tender, he has to wait until week 10 to sign with another team. And is there going to be a team out there that's going to pay him, $5-6 million to play 6 games for them after not playing a game throughout all of 2020? Plus, there's a lot of uncertainty facing the current season right now. We don't know whether or not we're going to get a full 16-game schedule. They've already canceled the preseason. There's a lot of health concerns, obviously, for what's going on in the world. So it kind of feels like Golden almost has to sign this tender in order to make sure he's getting some sort of a salary in 2020. As a Giants fan, I'm thrilled he's back. He's a great player, had a great season last year. I understand if he's frustrated, though. I would completely understand if he's not so quick to sign this tender because, again, he felt like he was worth a lot more. His production last year spoke for itself. He was very good. So I understand if he wants to hold out a little bit, but at the end of the day, I do believe he will sign the tender because there's some uncertainty, and clearly there was no other team in the league that valued him at more than $4.1 million. So that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, I want to say thank you guys for watching or listening wherever you may be watching this video or listening to this podcast. Thank you guys. If you like what you see, consider giving me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow the podcast. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think Markus Golden is going to hold out? Do you think he'll sign? What do you think is going to happen, and how do you think it's going to affect the team in 2020? Once again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Be safe out there. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.